And welcome to the Unhinged Vibes Podcast. Yet again, folks, we got your three amigos. We got your men in black here. All three of us are here today in the studio. Say hello, boys.
What is up? It's your boy Coastal, a.k.a. Coast Dynasty on Instagram, a.k.a. The Wizard of the Coast, a.k.a. the General Manager and Director of Player Personnel for the best Coast Avengers.
And also we have...
What up, everyone? It's Noslin69ers. You can find me on Instagram at Noslin69ers. What's up, everyone? How's it going?
And you have me, Mr. Caramel Thunder. What's up, everyone? All three of us are in the studio today. It's going to be a doozy. Now, if you don't know, now you know, because we are doing a draft today. We are doing a superhero draft. Now, here's the breakdown of today's rules. For today's rules, number one, only superheroes allowed. So no heroes that flip-flop between villain and heroes. No villains. Only hero characters. Okay? Superheroes only. We're going to do 10 rounds of this draft. Okay? We're going to do 10 rounds. So we're each going to build a team of 10. We're going to draw for names who gets to go first, second, and third. After the round number 5, we're going to re-roll names. So we change it up a little bit. Okay, and we're going to do it in a snake format. So 1, 2, 3, 3, 2, 1, 1, 2, 3, over and over and over until we are done the draft. Now, when it is your turn, you get 60 seconds on the clock to decide which superhero you want to pick for your team. Okay, when the 60 seconds is done, you have to say a name. You got to say a name. So whatever comes to mind, you got to say it. Okay, we are picking from DC, Marvel, Dark Horse. I'm assuming there's other superhero properties out there as well that we're going to be talking about that I'm not thinking of because it's going to be a surprise. I don't know. So please note, it's going to be a wild ride. Now, any questions from anyone doing this draft right now? Any questions before we start?
I just want to ask you two guys, how is it going to feel to finish second and third? And which one of you guys plan on doing that?
Honestly, I'm actually very excited to see how the teams end up looking out, because I do want to rank the teams at the very end. Like, who do we think might actually win off, like, straight face-off, right? What about you? Are you confident, Noslin? Are you good?
Oh, no doubt.
Yeah?
We know that Noslin69ers is going to be on top.
Yeah. That's a good one. That's a good one. Okay, let's see. Did I miss any of the rules? Boom. Nope. Okay.
The one hero rule, the wild card.
Wild card? Oh, explain the wild card.
Sure. So what we decided was, I mean, it might be a little bit boring if basically we went and we did this entire exercise and it was 10 guys from JLA, 10 guys from X-Men, and 10 guys from Avengers, right?
Yep.
So what we want to do is sort of add in a little bit of the wild card, sort of expand on each of our own personal fandoms and where we sort of expanded on and became fans of superheroes. So we have one rule where you have one hero on your team who is not from either the DC or Marvel universe. And I think it's going to be interesting because then it sort of throws in that little bit of a monkey wrench and see where we're going to pick from. So that is the final rule that we've got.
Okay, so to start this off, let's do the random name picker. Okay, we're going to determine our order. So let's see here. Okay, so who's going in first? Okay. Okay, Nelson's going in first. Now, who's going to be going in second place? Let's see.
Well, I mean, you always give the worst guy the first pick.
I know, right?
So
I know.
That's a fair pick.
Let's see here.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Oh, and I am last. Okay, so here's the pick in order. Here's the draft order. We got Nelson69 first. We got Coastal going in second. And we got Mr. Caramel Thunder, me, going last. Remember the order, boys. It's going to go 1, 2, 3, and then 3, 2, 1. We're going to keep going until we're done the first 5. Then we're going to reset that order, and we're going to start again. Now, folks, whenever you are listening and you think you either agree or disagree with one of our picks, keep a mental note or comment in the comment section or send us an email or something, because we want to hear your thoughts on our draft. If you think our draft is shit, you let us know. If you think we're picking the right guys, right gals, you let us know as well. And now, let's see. I don't have any background music. That's okay. That's fine. We don't need no background music. Okay. So, Noslin, 60 seconds on the clock. I'm going to start this timer real quick. In 3, 2, let me know when you have a pick.
Well, already I had my first pick already. Is already good.
Oh, really? Okay, hold up then. Let's. First pick is in from Noslin. All right. What is your pick, buddy?
Come on, it's the world's greatest detective. Who else?
You've got to be.
You got Batman? Oh, so you got Aquaman. Got it. Batman. All right. So why did you pick Batman as your first round pick?
World's greatest detective, and if you guys remember the show or the I think it's called Justice League Doom.
Oh,
He created a contingency plan in case any of the JLA members were to go rogue, bad, whatever you want to say. So, someone like that, hey, if anyone can figure something out, it's him. Plus, rich, can't say enough. He has the means and the smarts to figure out almost anything in my book.
No, that's totally fair. I can actually agree with that. I can agree with that. That's all good. All right. Round 2. We got Coastal 6 seconds on the clock. So, Nelson, what do you think Mike's going to pick?
I am so angry right now with that pick. That was absolutely... my first overall pick was going to be Batman.
Was it?
Yeah. I'm actually really happy now that I was taken second because in terms of the first 2 rounds, or in terms of the first round, I had a 2-man draft list.
Really?
If I got third and you took this guy who I'm taking next, I actually had no answers for where I was going to go. That's
funny.
So,
all right, so you got your pick. Here we go.
Yeah.
And the pick is in.
The pick is in. So what we want is, if we don't have our franchise guy, the first pick is always going to be your franchise guy. This is the guy you're going to build that team around, right?
Okay.
Anytime that you have to put together a super team, you're looking at, there are 3 levels in terms of challenges for a superhero, right?
Okay.
You're looking at the local issues that are going to hit close to home, right? Because it doesn't matter what's happening around the world if your home neighborhood isn't taken care of. So anything that happens in your city, you're looking at global issues that are going to threaten the fate of the planet.
What is that?
What's that beep?
Oh, that's the timer.
Oh, I'm talking too long.
I was like, oh, what's going on here? Okay, no, we all good. I was like, what's that? What is that?
So we've got so you got global problems that are going to threaten the fate of the planet, right?
Yeah.
And then you've got cosmic interference that can disrupt the very fabric of the universe. So you need that 3-level guy.
Okay. So what is it?
That's what I'm
Let's
looking
hear
at. So
this.
I'm looking at a 3-level guy. I'm looking at a guy whose measurables, if you're looking at him in a draft combine, off the charts, man. Speed in the 40, faster than a speeding bullet. Vertical jump, can leap tall buildings in a single bound. Bench press, stronger than a locomotive, man.
Yeah, let me type this in.
With the second overall pick, the Best Coast Avengers are proud to select from Smallville, Martha Kent's baby boy,
Martha
Clark
Kent?
Kent, Superman.
Yeah, that's good.
That's the pick. That's the franchise.
All right, so that is the first round pick for Cole. So that's actually a very good pick. Hold on, let me cross him off my list. That is very good, my man.
I wanted Batman.
Yeah, you really wanted Batman?
Yeah, this is a GM making the pick that's best for the team because Superman's like maybe my least favorite superhero.
Oh God, okay. This is so hard for me now. I don't even know what I want. Okay, all right, okay.
First round draft.
All right, here we go. This is mine. I'm going to start the clock now. 60 seconds starting now. Let's see here. What do I
What do you think,
want?
Coastal? What do you think he's
I
going to
want?
Where do I think he's going to go? Well, I mean, there's a couple of guys on the board, right? I mean, he's a Marvel guy. So we took the top 2 DC guys, right?
Yeah.
We took BVS. So he's got all of Marvel. I think he's going to go there. I think he's going to go Marvel. Now, does he want to take Iron Man? Does he go Captain America? I'm almost positive he's going to go Avengers. That's where I think he's going.
I think so.
I got 30 seconds left.
I think he's going to go Avengers. And I think setting, I guess, with our 2 picks, I think that pretty much sets the standard or the stage of what's to come next with the next picks, I think.
Yeah, I think so, too. So.
Oh, and here we go.
Okay, so I got 12 seconds left. I'm going to stop that clock. All right, so my pick for round number 1. Now, this gentleman, I believe he's part of the DC universe. I do believe he's part of the DC universe. Okay.
Off the board.
This man, he can control matter. He can create things from his mind. He has telepathic powers. He is essentially a god. I'm going to pick. He can actually go toe-to-toe with Superman, maybe even kill him. Dr. Manhattan. It is my first pick. Dr. Manhattan. Now, the reason why I chose Dr. Manhattan, because he's going to be not my leading role, okay? He's going to be my tank. He's the guy who, when all else fails, he's going to hold the line. He is my anchor. So that is my first pick.
That is a great first pick.
All right, boys, let's talk about this first round. How are you guys thinking so far?
Well, I had a feeling that if I had the second pick, I would have had to go Superman.
Yeah?
So I'm okay there, but I really wanted Batman. I wanted the world's greatest detective.
I was just worried I wasn't going to get the first pick because I knew if I didn't get the first pick, Batman was gone right away. If not the first, the second.
Okay,
So
okay.
I'm just happy I picked him first.
Honestly, you guys picked both of my top picks. If it wasn't for that, I was gonna go for Dr. Manhattan because honestly, he literally is a god. He's a very strong pick in my eyes.
Strong, solid pick.
Yeah.
Dr. Manhattan was not on my board, and when you picked him, I was like, oh,
Yeah.
right. I forgot about
them.
Yeah.
He's a solid pick.
I don't know in power wise if he's stronger than Superman or whatever else, but I know he can go toe to toe. I know he can go toe to toe because essentially all he has to do is adjust his atoms to be as strong as Superman, or if not stronger. Right? He essentially changes reality with just a thought. So that's why I went with him, because with him anything can happen.
Yep. And confidence through the roof for that guy, because I mean, he walks around with his dong just hanging out everywhere. So he's got no shame.
And if he thinks you dead, you dead. Seriously.
Yeah.
I think that's why AJ picked him first.
Damn right. Okay. Let's see here. Let's go for round number 2. I believe I get to go first this time. So 60 seconds on the clock for me. I'll let you guys elaborate what you think I'm going to do next. Let's see here.
Well, so he's got Dr. Manhattan now, right? So I wonder where he's going to go. I mean, like I said, the entire Marvel universe is still open to him. He's got his tank, so he said that wasn't going to be his leader, which means he might want to start looking, because he's now, after he makes his pick, he's got 4 picks until his next one, so he might have to
Pick that leader that he needs,
because it might not be there when it comes around to him.
Yeah, true.
So I wonder if that's the route he's going to go. And I mean, when you're looking at that on the board, I mean, can't really go wrong with maybe Dr. Manhattan and Captain America, or Dr. Manhattan Iron Man.
Or he may want someone to sort of combat, I guess. Well, no, I guess Dr. Manhattan's a pretty smart dude too, so.
Mm-hmm. Doctor.
I got 7 seconds left.
But I think it's his leader.
Yeah.
Okay, I got my pick. And there's the timer. Okay. So, my round 2 pick is going to be... Now, I'm going to be honest with you. This was the toss-up. Now, my first round pick was going to be my tank. So, I'm going to look at this how I look to build a raiding party. You know, like in World of Warcraft or Final Fantasy or Destiny, whatever, right? So, you always have your tanks, your support characters, which is not necessarily healing, right? And also your DPSers. Yeah. So, that's how I'm going to look at this. Okay, more of a strategy style, not just like most powerful dudes or gals that I can pick. So, this next person I'm going to be picking is more of a support character in my eyes, all right? Now, as a support character, this person's going to be making sure that the whole team is going to be outfitted with the best gear, making sure that they know that the weaknesses that they have are going to be covered up, right? And the strengths that they have are going to be strengthened to a whole new level, okay? So this person knows that his failures in life have improved his suits over time. My round 2 pick is going to be Iron Man. Iron Man as my support character.
Tony Stark.
Tony Stark.
I mean,
Iron Man, Tony Stark.
There it is.
Yeah.
That was a second pick for me.
Yeah. So that is going to be my round 2 pick. Next, I believe, is going to be Coastal. Coastal, my man, you got 60 seconds on the clock starting now. All right. That second round pick for me was really hard.
That was a good pick. That was a really good pick.
This was really hard for me. Who do you think he's going to go for next?
Well, he's got his
anchor. He's got his team leader.
already, yeah.
So do you think he's going to go for someone that's going to complement or someone that's going to try to cover up the weaknesses of Superman?
I think that route. I think the weakness.
The
He's gonna
weakness?
find someone to sort of cover up.
Okay.
Who, though? It's going to be interesting. Oh, he's got it.
And here we go.
So this pick is in. And so we have Superman, who is the golden child, right? The golden boy.
Yep.
He's the franchise. But he's not a leader per se. Not a leader of people.
Okay.
Right? He just does the right thing. He just does the good things. But I don't find him to be a leader of people.
Oh, that's fair. That's
Okay.
fair. He's more of a symbol.
Yeah,
More of a symbol, yeah.
And the thing is, we are picking a roster of 10. So anytime that there is a big, large-scale fight, I don't see 10 of them coming out. So we need some off-field support.
Yep.
So I've got the top guy, I think, when it comes to on-field performance. So when you've got your top franchise player, you go out there and you get the best coach
Oh.
for your team.
Oh.
So that's where I'm going, and I am grabbing. Remember, originally my pick was supposed to be Batman, right? So I wanted to support him with Alfred,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So I'm
yeah.
grabbing the ultimate Alfred. Remember, when you thought that Batman was unstoppable when he had those cell phones?
Oh,
When you-
okay.
remember in the
Yeah,
Dark
yeah,
Knight
yeah,
when
yeah.
he, when he
Yeah,
hacked
yeah.
all the cell phones and had
Yeah.
sonar? He was unstoppable. You imagine Superman with the power of Cerebro behind him.
Oh.
And the pick in the second round, the
Yeah.
Best Coast Avengers select from Xavier's School of Gifted Children, the Master of Cerebro, Professor X gon' give it to you.
Nice.
Lock it in.
Professor X. That's very good. I respect that pick because this man, he's a strategist. He makes sure that his team goes in knowing all the facts. Right? They're not just going into the dark. That's very good. I like that pick. Nalzin, what do you think about that pick?
No, that was a very good pick. He was actually one I was gonna try and hide it in the later round.
Yeah, me too.
Because-
Me too.
Just because, you know what? He can pretty much almost control anyone to a certain degree.
That is very good. That's actually awesome. That is absolutely awesome. Okay. And Nalzin, we're going to you. Let's go for your second round pick. 60 seconds on the clock starting now.
Well, I got my second and third already.
Oh, so you want to go right in?
Going right in.
All right, we're going for 2 picks here, folks. 2 picks. Let's hear them.
With these 2 picks, I am adding more intellect into this group, and also adding brute strength, if you want to say.
Okay.
So my second pick is going to be the Incredible Hulk.
Very nice. So you got the muscle. All right.
Got the muscle and the brains.
What's that third
And for
one?
the third one, again, smarts, very, very intellectual. For some, it'll be almost like a questionable pick, but this guy could have defeated Galactus.
Okay.
He was able. I think he was the only one able to use this one weapon, which was the ultimate nullifier, if I remember correctly. So my third pick is Mr. Fantastic.
Very
Reed Richards.
nice. Yeah, those guys are on my list too. Let me cross them off. Very good. Very good picks.
Mr. Fantastic was not on my list.
Really?
Yeah, only because, I really liked the actor who played him, the guy,
Oh, yeah.
Lancelot from King Arthur.
Yeah, he was dope. He's dope.
But I've never been a Fantastic Four comic book fan.
Okay.
But solid pick. I mean, the Ultimate Nullifier is a legendary Marvel Comics card.
Yes.
Yeah.
That is actually awesome. Okay. Since we're already into round number 3, Coastal, it's your turn. 60 seconds on the clock,
Jeez.
starting now.
All right. Couple of directions.
Man, Nelson, I have to admit, those are some really good picks, man. You got a lot of brain. You have a lot of brain on your team so far. Batman's a genius. Mr. Fantastic's a genius. The Hulk is a genius. You have a lot of smarts on your team so far, man. By far the highest IQ. Me and you are probably, we're going to be close for IQ. Dr. Manhattan and Iron Man are on my team, so.
Yeah, no. And I guess if you want to go with wealth, I would say Batman, Iron Man would almost cancel each other out.
Oh, yeah. Agreed. Oh, and here we go for this next round pick. Here we go. What is it?
So I had an eye on a couple of guys, and I was trying to go in, I didn't know which direction I wanted to go in. Do I want to go with futures, or do I want to take a now guy? And the way I wanted to look at this is, again, we're building around our franchise player. We're building around Superman, so we're going to try to shore up some of the weaknesses he's got. I think he's a he could use some help in the leadership. His intangibles aren't quite there for Superman, I don't think. So, listen, I'm going to get a guy who's a leader, and if I need a leader, I might as well get a king. So with our pick,
Nice.
we are taking from the kingdom, from the sovereign nation of Wakanda, King T'Challa. Boom. Black Panther, I already said X gonna give it to you. You just got to turn those palms inward. Wakanda forever, baby.
That's a very good pick. You got a strong team so far, Coastal. Very strong team so far. Oh, my goodness. So strong, my allergies are kicking up. God damn. Okay. I guess it's my turn.
Get back to you. You got back to back.
Right.
All right. Well, I got back to back.
Yep.
I'm going to do one at a time. I need time to think.
Time?
Yeah.
Right.
Okay. So let's see here. My third round pick. Let's see here. I'll let you guys
Sure.
discuss.
You know what? Black Panther was going to be my first round pick if I lost Superman and Batman.
Batman.
Yeah, that was the route I was going to go. I think he's a franchise guy, man. I think you can build you can build a team around that dude.
I was looking at him too. If I wasn't going to take the Hulk or Richards, I was actually going to look at Black Panther just because of his wealth, and he's a pretty smart guy too.
Yeah, exactly. So that's what I was thinking, is that he's I don't know if the comparison is apt, but I think he's Batman 6 years before Batman becomes Batman. Ooh, here we go.
Okay, so I'm coming in with my round 3 pick. My round number 3 is going to be, this lady is by far, she changed the game. 100% she's changed the game. Actually, let me go with these two ladies.
Oh,
Have
here we
changed the game. Lady number 1, the Phoenix herself,
Good
Nice.
pick.
Jean Grey, is going to be my round 3 pick. The Phoenix version of her. And my round 4 pick is going to be the Scarlet Witch.
Oh, very nice.
So I got a little bit of magic. I got a little bit of power in there, right? So I got that side handled, right? So my magic side, my alchemy, all that stuff side, I'm good. I have strong building blocks so far. That's why I chose them. We'll see how the rest of my team goes. I wanted to get good DPS in. In my eyes, they are very good at crowd control and dealing damage. So I think so far those two are going to be great.
Very good picks.
Yes. So I'm very nervous so far on what's going to happen next, because Coastal's got the next round pick here. So 60 seconds on the clock for you, my man. Here we go.
All right.
Honestly, I had no clue if I was going to do 1 or if I was going to do 2. But I'm like, I saw the names back to back. I'm like, I had to take them.
No, and they're very like
I had to take them.
the Dark Phoenix, Jean Grey's.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, she's like OP powerful. I'm like, I'll take that. And Scarlet Witch alone, even in the MCU, is just like a force to be reckoned with. So.
Oh, sure. Well, she could have taken out. Remember, she almost took out Thanos in the movie.
Exactly right. And here we go for the pick, round number 4 for Coastal.
All right, so I was thinking about taking a futures pick with my last pick, and I ended up taking Black Panther. Like I said, the sky is covered. We're covered in the air when it comes to Superman, our franchise guy. So we need to cover up some of the things that he might not be as, intimate with, if you will. So I need some boots on the ground. That's what Black Panther is there for, and that's what this next guy is there for as well. He's going to help cover that, and you know what? He can do a little bit of sky support too. And the reason I want to take this guy a little earlier than I wanted to is just, have you guys ever heard of sort of value drafting? The concept of value drafting, and that's knowing who your opponents are and sort of drafting with that in mind.
Oh, yeah.
So with that in mind, understanding that I am up against Caramel Thunder with 2 L's, I'm up against Noslin 69ers, I am going to take, with my 4th round pick, I've got 10 guys, I might as well get 10 rings. We're going with Shang-Chi.
Nice. That's actually a very good pick. Very good pick. By far, in my opinion, the strongest weapons in the MCU.
I remember you guys podcast about that. That's why I was like, he might not be available in round 7. So I was like, I might have to take him now.
That's very good. He's a master of martial arts.
And
That's very good.
Yeah, in terms of sort of pop culture knowledge and this sort of mainstream, he's just getting started.
Yeah.
So he's my rookie pick.
Ooh, all right. Noslin, it's your turn. You can choose 1 or 2. 1 or 2. 60
Let's go
seconds.
with one first.
Starting now.
Let's see.
Those are very good picks. Shang-Chi is a very good pick.
Yeah, I mean, we'll see how it looks. I mean, he's... I was wondering about that, too, because he's not... Like, I wonder if maybe because I've got Superman, I'm hoping that I'm not sort of taking the focus away from, like, the really superpowered beings, because I have taken a couple of guys who are... like, the last 3 guys have not been cosmically powered, or not, so they're a little bit more... Like I said, there's those 3 levels, right? You're local, you're global, you're cosmic.
Right,
so.
got my pick.
There we go.
Got my pick.
All right, here we go. What is your pick, Noslin?
Well, my 4th pick, I decided since you went with magic, I was afraid that this superhero, I was afraid he was going to be taken by Coastal with his pick.
Okay.
Since he was available, I figured, you know what, why not get some magic support as well? And my 4th pick is going to be Dr. Stephen Strange.
Oh, damn it. I was going to be my next pick. That's a very good pick. All right. Do you want another 60 seconds, or do you know your round 5?
I know my 5th pick.
All right, and what is it?
My 5th pick, you went with I gotta get my female superhero in there.
Okay.
And this one is a very, very strong superhero, and she will be the one that can actually, if you want to say, look after the skies and even the galaxies, if you want to say.
Oh, here we go.
My 5th pick is going to be Carol Danvers herself.
That's a very good pick. Captain Marvel. Beautiful pick. You got a very good team so far, Noslin. Very good team.
Thank you.
All right, Coastal, your turn. 60 seconds. Here we go.
All right, so I'm trying to decide between 2 right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I don't know which way to go because you know what? Yeah, let's pair that up. We'll go that way. We're building around Superman, right? That's that's sort of the strategy that we're doing here, right?
Yep.
So, maybe talk amongst yourselves. Give me a couple of seconds.
Okay. What do you think he's going to pick? Who do you think he's going to pick?
Well, I don't know. It's going to be interesting because we both had sort of our picks were, I guess, I guess we looked like we were going one way, but then also we went another way.
Yeah.
With mine, I was going with smarts, and then I sort of had to step away, not go all smarts.
I think one thing he's missing right now is something on the magical side. Oh, 60 seconds are up. And just in time, here we go. Coastal's in for his pick.
All right. With our 5th round pick, the best Coast Avengers will select. We've got Superman. All we can do is tell the truth. We're going with Princess Diana herself, Wonder Woman.
Wonder Woman. Beautiful. That is awesome. I didn't actually think of Wonder Woman that you were going to draft her for this round. That was actually pretty good. That's very good. Hey, you got 2 of the 3. You got 2 of the 3
That's
Holy
what I was
Trinities.
thinking is I've got 2 of the big 3. I mean,
You
I
got
didn't
2
get
of
my
the
first
3.
pick, but if I can get to the other, if I got 2, I mean, that's not bad.
That's very good. And I guess it is my last pick, and then we're going to be re-rolling for the order. Let's see here. 60 seconds, starting now. Let's see. I'll let you guys talk.
Where do you think he's going? I mean, who's still left on the board? That's we got the Flash still on the board. You got Captain America still on the board. Got almost all of the X-Men are still on the board.
Pretty much, yeah.
There's a Shazam, Black Adam, right? There's a
Black Adam's sort of both, so I don't think he can take Black Adam.
Yeah.
I thought for sure he was going Shazam on his first pick.
yeah. Well,
I thought for sure.
I know both of us are
But-
purposely leaving out people who we have on our boards.
And this is hard.
I wonder if he wants someone to compliment Dr. Manhattan as well.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
Because he's got Jean Grey, Scarlet Witch, Iron Man, and Dr. Manhattan.
All right.
Where's he going?
This is my most nerve-wracking pick so far. Now, in the rules, you're supposed to pick someone who's not in DC or Marvel or one of those.
At least one.
At least one.
Oh, man, damn it.
This person is a legend among all. I'm going to have to pick
Yep.
Mr. Goku himself.
Whoa!
Oh, I didn't see that one.
That is
no.
way off board.
Mr. Goku himself.
Oh,
I
man.
didn't see that one.
I
Yeah.
need another tank. I need another man to hold the line. A god among men. A
That
man
is-
that can go toe-to-toe with Superman, with the Hulk, with anything, with even Shang-Chi. I need my Goku.
That is wild.
That is going to be my pick for round number 5.
I am not super familiar with Goku. Is he the over 9,000 guy?
Yeah.
Okay.
He's the over 9.
Right.
Yeah,
I know the meme. I don't know the...
Yeah, he's like the most powerful guy in Dragon Ball. Am I right? I am right. All right. Anyways, folks, that is the first 5 rounds. We're going to do a quick round table on the teams that we've built so far. So, Nalsden's team, we got Batman, the Hulk, Mr. Fantastic, Doctor Strange, Captain Marvel. For the Best Coast Avengers, we got Superman, Professor X, Black Panther, Shang-Chi, and Wonder Woman. And for the Thunder Strike Force, we got Dr. Manhattan, Iron Man, Jean Grey, Scarlet Witch, and Goku himself. Those are our first 5 picks. Boys, what do you think so far? How do you think this draft is going?
Oh, I had to pivot. I had to pivot immediately because my first pick and my entire franchise build was based on building it around Batman.
Yeah.
Which is why I had my Alfred. I had the ultimate Alfred
Yeah.
in the second round. But I gotta tell you, man, Superman's not a bad second pick. Right?
No.
Getting Superman is like getting Jordan in third
Yeah.
overall. Right?
That's true. That's true.
So-
Nalsden, what about you, man? How do you think your team's looking out?
You know what? Like I said, if I wasn't getting Batman, I don't know what I would have done. I had 3 different plans, but I was hoping I was gonna get first. But so far, it's sort of working to plan. I got what I wanted with the Hulk and Mr. Fantastic. The next 2 is sort of up in the air if I want to go that route right away or not. But once you picked Scarlet Witch, I had to go that route right away.
Okay. No, that's totally fair. My team, Dr. Manhattan was literally toe-to-toe with my first pick. My first pick was going to be Batman. If not Batman, it was going to be Dr. Manhattan. Because I know for a fact, like, that blue guy, he can put up with the best of them.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be honest with you. He can put up with the best of them. If not, he could probably annihilate a universe if he really thought he could. Right?
Yeah,
So,
that's a great pick.
like, I was hoping, I was so hoping none of y'all would pick him. I'm like, okay, I need to get this guy because he's my first pick no matter what. If all the other ones are taken, he has to be my first pick. So I picked him. I picked Iron Man as my support. I got my other tank, which is Goku, and I got my 2 DPSs, Jean Grey and Scarlet Witch. So I think so far my team is well-rounded. I got a lot of power. I got a lot of support. I got a lot of backup DPS, even range DPS too, which is really good. So they can hold their own. So I think my first 5 is I have a strong first 5, I think. Yeah.
Has there, question for you two guys, has there been any pick so far that has been basically stolen from under you? Because, I mean, I've already told you guys that I had Batman taken from me first overall. Is there anybody who had a pick that you had on your board that got taken before you had a chance?
For me, it would be Doctor Strange because I know that he's very good at controlling a battlefield. He's not necessarily a tactician. He's a good support character. That's why I was going to pick Doctor Strange because he was a very good support character. But then Noslin got him. What about you, Noslin? What do you think?
For me, it was Iron Man. I wanted Iron Man next. 'Cause
Yeah.
That would just having, when you think about having Iron Man, Batman, Mr. Fantastic, and the Hulk, like that's a lot of
That's a lot of
brain
brain power. That's the deadly combination right there. Deadly
But,
combination.
nope. Since he was gone, I had to sort of plan B it.
Yeah, Iron Man is not a bad plan B if you're building a team around Batman, for sure.
Oh no, for sure.
All right. So halfway through the conversations are done. We're gonna start with the last 5 rounds. We're gonna reset this. Let's see who's going first now. Like we said in the beginning, since Noslin went first, he's not allowed to go first again. So it's either gonna be me or Coastal. Let's see who goes first.
I'll give you guys a chance now.
Let's see who goes first. And first is going to be me. I am going to go first. And who's going to go second?
Me again.
Okay, so it's doing the exact same order, but the other way
The other
around
way
now.
around, so we basically did not change the order.
Oh,
at
yeah,
all.
we did not change the order. Okay, that is fine by me. Okay, boys, you guys ready to start the second half?
Yeah, I mean, being the second pick when you guys do back-to-backs makes it a little bit tougher for me that I'm like,
Yeah.
oh man, I have less time.
Okay. So I think I'm ready to go. 60 seconds, counting down. Here we go. I'll let you guys talk.
So what do you think, man? Where do you think he's going with this? Because there's still a lot of guys still left on the board. Like we said, we've got Spider-Man on the board. You've got Captain America on the board. He took his.
I think he needs some boots on the ground. I think.
He needs some boots on the ground.
I think so.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. A lot of fighting in the skies right now
Yeah.
with his team. So
Oh, and you gonna do it?
there you go.
All right, I've made my round 6 pick. So far, I have 2 tanks. I got 2 DPSs. I got 1 support. On a team of 10, typically you want 2 tanks, 2 supports, and the rest DPSs. So I'm going to make my support call right now. This man, my team already has a bunch of intelligence. It has the technology to succeed. It has the technology to overcome anything that it goes through or it's about to go through. Now what I need is someone who is one with the internet. Someone who knows all the information in a second, in a split second, who can change anything that's digital. I'm going to go with another support character. He's also a very good tactician as well. I'm going with Cyborg. Cyborg as my round 6 pick. I needed someone to complement Iron Man, literally hand in hand.
Yeah, I was just reading Deceased actually, and he's the reason for it. I don't know if you guys have you guys ever read that comic?
Nope.
Deceased. It's basically DC Zombies.
Okay.
Really?
Yeah, it's DC Zombies basically, and yeah, it was it was a virus that comes from the land of from Darkseid's home planet,
Apocalypse.
Yeah, and it's transported either through people or through or through screens
Oh.
through the internet, and the carrier was Cyborg because he's from there. Or he's got technology from
Yeah, he's
there.
got technology from there.
So,
Ah, okay.
yeah.
So that is
Solid
going to
pick.
be my round 6 pick. Coastal, you're up next. 60 seconds. Here we go.
All right, so here we go. I think I know where I'm going to go. I know the strategy I want to take. I just don't know which person to take for it. Do you guys do a lot of fantasy football at all or anything?
No, I've never.
No?
I want to, but I've never.
How about you do, right, Nelson?
I've done it a few times.
Yep.
Yes.
So you understand the concept of handcuffing, right?
Yep.
Yeah, so for our listeners at home, the concept of handcuffing is if you build your team around a franchise guy, like you're taking your first overall pick,
Okay.
the concept of handcuffing is later on in the draft, taking his backup. Because if there's a situation where disaster strikes and he's gone, you need to be able to plug in a guy who's going to be right there, who does exactly what
100%. Okay.
your guys do. I mean,
Makes sense.
had I had Batman, my handcuff was going to be either Nightwing or Iron Man because they're basically guys who you can plug and play.
Yeah.
So with that sort of in mind,
Here we go.
the picks
Perfect.
coming in. I mean, my first overall pick in our franchise guy is Superman, right? He's a god. He might as well be a god. So let's go in and go in that direction as well. Let's take Odin's son, the god of thunder. We're going to go with Thor in the 6th round.
That is a good overall pick.
Very nice.
Very nice. Very nice. All right. Noslin, your turn. 60 seconds. Go ahead, buddy. Starting now.
Damn, he took Thor. That was my next pick.
What do you think he's going to go for?
Well, now he's sort of scrambling, right?
Yeah.
And if he was going to go Thor, I mean, maybe he's just going straight power, right? I mean, if you look at his...
He has a lot of smarts right now. Like,
Yeah, he might-
a lot of smarts.
So, I
Hey,
mean,
I got my pick.
You got your
pick
pick. Here we go, folks.
I got my pick. My pick, to some, can actually can combat or is just as strong, if not stronger, than Superman.
Oh.
Not from this world. I'm going to take Mr. John Johns himself,
ooh.
Martian Manhunter.
Oh, damn it. That was going to be my pick.
It's funny because on your draft board, I see the end of his name.
Yeah.
That's the only thing I see.
Yeah. Don't worry, man. He's weak to fire, so it's okay.
Good to know.
Okay, what else, Noslin? You have a second pick.
Second pick, I have it already.
Ooh.
And I know Coastal's heard me talk about this guy before when we were talking about the draft. I do need some boots on the ground. And this one can, with the best of them, gonna take Mr. Adamantium himself, Logan Wolverine.
Oh, that's a
Good
good
pick.
one.
That was he was on my board for the later rounds, man. He was.
I know, me too. Me too. He was probably going to be my round 10 pick.
Oh, really? No, I had him higher
Yeah.
than that. You weren't getting him around 10. But I thought I was going to get him later, and I didn't. So,
Ooh, okay.
all right,
So you got those two coastals. Going back to 60 seconds. Here we go, bud.
all right.
Oh, man. So, Nelson, those were good picks. You got Martian Manhunter, essentially a master spy. He can be anything he wants.
Yep.
He can be invisible. He can transform himself to anything. He's very, very strong pick, dude. Very strong pick.
He's up there with strength with I think he can match power for power with like Superman for
Agreed.
sure.
Agreed. And you got Wolverine. He's essentially indestructible. So you have a very good roster so far. Here we go. Round 6.
So I'm going to go a little bit off the board here. We're looking at the team makeup of this team. And like I had mentioned before, we need support. You need people. You need a coaching staff, right? You need trainers. You need everything to work to make this team work, right? We're building a roster of 10. We're not getting 10 people out there to fight, right? So I want to make sure that we pair up someone who works with the people that we've got right now. And off the field support, we have got intelligence covered with Professor X. So now we want to look at technology. We want to look at armoring up our guys and supporting them. I mean, you got Superman with Professor X's intelligence there. You've got Shang-Chi with the 10 rings. Now we just need to evolve those. Imagine an evolution of the 10 rings behind Wakandan science. We're going to go back to the sovereign nation of Wakanda, and I'm going to take for my support Shuri.
Very good. Essentially smarter than Bruce Banner himself, apparently, according in the MCU.
And also, if rumor serves correctly, potentially the next Black Panther.
Potentially. So there we go. You got another, what you call it, a handcuff?
Yeah, handcuff.
Yeah, there we go. That's very good. All right.
We're supporting the top of our lineup right now. That's what we're doing.
So I guess it's my turn now. I get 2 picks. Let's see here. 6 seconds starting now. I'll let you guys talk.
And I'm hurting for boots on the ground, I think.
Is that where you're going next? You're looking.
I don't know if I'm gonna sort of punt that and just try and strengthen what I have, or get one more on the ground. But
well, it's interesting because this is around the time when you start deciding, right, which way do you want to go. Do you just want to lean into your strengths and just really start forgetting about the weaknesses, or do you want to just start shoring up your weaknesses, but with characters who might not be the ideal person to cover those, right? So, here we go.
I'm going back to back, boys. I'm going nitty gritty. This shit is rated R, superstar kind of thing. I'm going with my 2 picks right now. I'm going with Deadpool and Spawn. Those are my 2 picks. Deadpool and Spawn. We're going rated R for this next 2.
Should have taken Spawn.
Yeah, baby. There we go. Deadpool.
Spawn was on my board for non-DC Marvel.
Oh, really?
It was close to the top.
Deadpool and Spawn. Yep. I needed to have someone who's very good with the underworld, who knew what was going on down there just in case if something happens, you know? And then Deadpool. He's just your regular on the boots, balls to the wall, death dealer kind of guy. So that's why I chose both of them. I have a lot of stuff in the air right now. A lot. Almost everybody, essentially. Even Cyborg in the air. So I needed some guys on the ground just to make sure, you know,
everything's covered.
Everything's kind of covered. I do think, though, air superiority is better because essentially they doubles both. But, you know, we shall see. We shall see. All right, Coastal, we're going back to you, my man. 60 seconds on the clock. Here we go. Oh, man. Noslin, dude.
I don't know what I'm going to do. You took Spawn.
I
don't know anyone outside.
You haven't picked someone outside of the comic book thing
I'm
yet?
going to say that to the end.
Okay. All right. And the pick is in.
All right, so whenever you're building a team, and especially when you've got a team that's got the ultimate Boy Scout in Superman as your franchise guy, you tend to be doing the right thing most times. But most teams that do well, they always have that guy, the authority challenging lone wolf, the guy who wants to take it alone. He wants to do his own thing. He doesn't want to listen to your leaders, but he does the things that need to be done, and he gets the job done, right? The Chicago Bulls had their Dennis Rodman. We're looking for our Dennis Rodman, right? We're looking for our Dustin Bufflin. We're looking for the guy who's going to do what it takes without listening to the leaders, and especially if they get out of line, right? We've got Superman, we've got Thor, we've got Black Panther, and we've got Shang-Chi. Those are all pretty genuine, decent dudes watching over us. But if they're watching us, who's watching them? So with the 8th pick, we are going to take the ultimate lone wolf. He is not going to join our team. We are going to be joining his, and that's Rorschach.
Oh. That's a good one. That's a damn good one. Now, does that count as your outside Marvel DC?
Dr. Manhattan doesn't count for you.
Right? Okay, yeah. Because I didn't know if they were part of DC or not.
Yeah.
That's why I chose Goku. I'm like,
yeah,
I need some muscle.
Yeah.
All right. And someone who knew how to fight, like, really well. All right, Rorschach. Yeah, baby. There we go. Nelson, it's your turn. You can choose one or two back to back. Up to you. 60 seconds on the clock starting now.
Go with. Who am I gonna pick?
Oh man, this guy's flipping through his comic book. Okay, I went home to find my omnibuses. I have a super villain omnibus.
Oh, that is not useful.
I was like, I can't use
today.
that for this. I
Nope.
can't use that for
Nope.
this.
But
Yeah,
light bulb, there's a potential future
potential future.
where you need that.
So we'll see how it goes.
Yeah.
See how it goes. But yeah, I was like, because I knew I had an omnibus. I didn't know if it was superheroes or just DC in general. I was like, oh man, let's see. Nah, it's just villains. Like, damn it.
I gotta pick.
But we shall see. Who do you think he's gonna go with?
Well, I mean, he still has to take his. He's got 3 picks left, and he's still got to get a non-DC, non-Marvel guy. That's the wild card. I have no idea what direction you're gonna go with that. So
I hope it's like Sailor Moon, bro.
Tuxedo Mask.
Oh god, that'd be great. Oh, 60 seconds is up.
There we go.
Here we go. And here's your pick.
I'm this one for a bit. It's another boots on the ground. I think I'm gonna go with that. I am going with someone. How do I explain this guy?
How do you stall for time?
Someone who's like Logan, who can, do the dirty deeds when need be and not care.
Okay.
And so I'm going to pick Frank Castle, the Punisher.
Whoa, that's a damn good pick.
Gotta tell you, like, when I was thinking about my authority challenging lone wolf role in my team when I took Rorschach,
Yeah.
Punisher was 3, Rorschach was 2,
Nice.
Wolverine was 1, and he got 2 of them.
Yeah, he got 2 of them.
Nelson basically went back to back with those 2 guys.
Yeah, that's good. Those are good picks. Good picks. All right. You got a second pick in mind, or you need another 6 seconds?
Give me some time again.
All right, 60 seconds back on the clock. He's got 1 pick right now, which means, yes, he gets the very last pick of the whole thing.
He does get the very last.
So do you think he's going to go for his non-DC, non-Marvel?
I think he's not going to take his non-DC Marvel right now because I think he's fairly confident in terms of it not being taken by myself.
Okay.
I think he's under the impression that because you've made your pick, you're not going to do another one. And I don't know if that's a smart direction to be assuming.
Okay.
But I think he's thinking that there's only 1 pick left and that he can leave that guy or that girl to the 10th pick and he's going to be okay. So I think we'll see how he ends up going. But I think we're going to see a DC Marvel guy here. I don't think we're going to see.
I'm going to go with Smarts. I got my pick.
All right, here we go. What is it, buddy?
Just bouncing around between these 2. Both are very smart. One does have some brute strength, but one is just more smarts than anything. I will go with Hank Pym.
Ooh. Ant-Man.
I'm going with Ant-Man.
Ant-Man. Very nice. That's actually a very good pick. Very good pick. Coastal. We're going back to you, my man.
This gives me time to look for that non-DC.
Exactly, right? Okay, here we go. 6 seconds on the clock. Here we go. Oh, man. Nelson, hope you find your non-DC, man. This is your last pick, so hopefully it's good.
Who is a non-DC? Yeah. You already took Spawn.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
All right, here we go.
So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to do my non-DC.
Ooh, here we
pick
go.
Under the guise and assumption that I still am going to find some value in the 10th round. So the way I'm going with this, and I don't know if you guys are going to be familiar with this character, but I will preface it and start with sort of the explanation as to why I'm going to go with this guy. Have both of you seen 300?
Yes. Oh, God.
Yep. You've seen 300? Okay. So you know Delios, right?
Yes.
So you remember that at the end, prior to the final battle, Leonidas sends him off.
Yeah.
Because he says somebody needs to be there to tell our story.
Yeah.
If things go bad. So if things go south for this team, and remember, I mean, I'm building this team around Superman, so even my faith in this team is not 100%.
Yeah, that's fair. 100. That's
Right?
totally fair.
Yeah, I mean, you get this guy with some green rocks, and our team's already immediately in trouble. So, we are going to go with a guy who, if things go south, he's going to be able to write about us and let us know what is going on. Tell the story of the Best Coast Avengers.
Okay.
Right? Now, I don't know how familiar you are with this character, but I am taking from the Rising Stars series the hero known as Poet, otherwise known as John Simon. Are either of you familiar with the Rising Stars?
Nope.
So Rising Stars is was a 24-issue maxi series. It was written by J. Michael Straczynski, who's actually the writer and creator of Babylon 5. And basically what it is a comet hit a small town, Peterson, Illinois.
Okay.
And every child in utero at the time was given special powers. So it was 113 kids who happened to be in utero in that town. They were all given special powers. The thing is, they all sourced it from this energy source from the comet. And as we all know, energy cannot be created or destroyed, only transferred. So as they got older, what they realized is, as some of them died, the rest of them were getting stronger. So what happened was, one of them realized this early, so they started killing the other guys before anyone else found out. Poet, or John Simon, he's a writer by trade, but he was also the failsafe. He was the last one born. He was the youngest of the 113. So he was the one who actually ended up being, as they were younger, he wasn't the strongest or the smartest, but he was the best writer. So I'm going to go with the guy who can write our story and tell the story of the Best Coast Avengers, because, as you all know, history is written by the victors, and we are going to need someone to write our history after we take this home and take home this W. So I'm going with John Simon, a.k.a. Poet from Rising Stars.
Damn. That's a very good pick. Okay. I guess I'm picking my last two.
This is you're closing off your team.
I'm closing off my team. Like, give me some 60 seconds here, boys. You guys talk it out. Let me see here.
Have you found your non-DC, non-Marvel?
I did already.
You did? You know what? I was actually when you took Wolverine.
Yeah.
Oh, did you? When you took Wolverine, I was actually going to go with, because I needed that anti-authority, the guy who challenged. You know who was actually on my board? It was Raphael of the Ninja Turtles.
I have Leonardo on my list.
See, that's the thing. Leonardo was on my list, but because Raphael's not my favorite Ninja Turtle, but he's the one who fit the role, right? And I'm not going to take Leonardo as my leader. Like, I mean, he leads and he's my favorite color and my favorite swords and everything, but come on, man. He's not Superman. Let's be real here. Right,
he's got it.
Got it. Let's see where we're going.
Okay, boys. This is going to be a deep cut for those who know who I am. We're going to start off with round 9 pick for me. Oh, here we go. Right at the buzzer. He started off as an orphan.
Is it Batman?
No, I wish. It's Batman. There's two Batmans. No, he started off as an orphan. His mom and dad sacrificed themselves to protect their village. He has gone through living hell to become the Hokage of his village. My round 9 pick is Naruto Uzumaki. The man himself, the legend, Naruto. And my round 10 pick. I'm actually very disappointed that I did not draft this guy, and I'm actually tossing him in the garbage.
Oh.
For the last airbender himself, Aang. He is going to be my last pick.
I don't know who that is. You're gonna have to explain.
Oh, for real? Yeah. Have you seen the last the last Avatar?
No. Let me know what.
Oh.
Talk to me a little bit about
What?
this.
Okay.
Talk to
So
me a little about this, man.
Okay, so essentially, in this world, there are 4 nations: fire, water, earth, and air. The air nomads were essentially wiped off the face of the earth, okay, by the fire nation. Now, every generation, or it's like reincarnation. there's one person that can wield all four powers: fire, water, earth, and air, and they are essentially a god. Like I would say more than anyone on this list. This kid literally saved the whole world by bending fire, water, air, like to a whole new degree. Okay, this man is essentially a god. He saved the world when he was only like 10 years old. Okay, and then the older version of him, he just awesome. Okay, so in my opinion, he's actually stronger than Dr. Manhattan, than Superman, than the Hulk. Okay, I choose Aang, the Last Airbender, as my round 10 pick. And for those who know who Aang is, you guys understand why I pick him. I actually should have picked him as my number one, actually, instead of Dr. Manhattan. I'm going to be honest with you. But I chose Aang because I didn't know if you guys knew about him, but I was right. You guys don't. And for me, that is my uppercut to your guys' jaw. That's my KO shot, is Aang.
That's your steal of the draft?
That's my steal of the draft, because why? He actually was stolen, because none of y'all knew him, so I stole him. There we go. Coastal, your turn. 60 seconds on the clock. Let's go.
All right. See, I got one more pick, and I think I know where I'm going.
Yeah.
It's just a matter of, we went off the board a couple of times, so there's just a bunch of guys who are just value picks at this point. I mean, this is the equivalent of taking Tom Brady in the 6th round. I mean, I thought this guy was going to be gone in round 2.
Okay.
So I'm going to take him. Now, he is not my personal favorite, but once again, right, as the general manager of the Best Coast Avengers, you got to put your personal feelings aside, right? You got to be able to take a guy who can fight crime, right? You need a crime fighter. You need a futures pick, I think, at this point. When you're drafting this late, you're looking for that value. So you're looking for youth. I mean, I've got a bit of an older team. You got Superman there. You've got Thor. So we want to inject this. I mean, we got Rorschach, who's going to be a super bring down.
Yeah, you got a bunch of experience
and a bunch of sad dudes, right? So let's bring it. Yeah. So we need some youthful exuberance, some enthusiasm.
Okay.
We need someone who can take down someone like Bonesaw McGraw if he needs to. Okay. So we are going to go with, I can't believe he's still available in round 2, but we're going with Peter Parker himself, Spider-Man, in the 10th pick.
He was a toss-up for me, Spider-Man.
Yeah.
He was a toss-up. But I knew Naruto and Aang could kick the shit out of Spider-Man, so I'm like, okay, I'll toss Spider-Man aside. Nice. Okay, wait. Which version of Spider-Man?
Oh, Tobey Maguire. There's only one.
Toby? Oh, very nice.
All due respect to the other ones, and to be fair, I've never seen any of the other ones. Started aging myself.
Really? Oh, even the MCU?
I've not seen the MCU ones either. Not
the Tom Holland.
I've not seen the Tom Holland ones either.
But you've seen Avengers and all that, right?
Yeah, I've seen Avengers, and
so you've seen him in it, but you haven't seen his standalones.
Yeah, I've seen I've seen his take, and I've seen Into the Spider-Verse. Yep. But I haven't seen the Andrew Garfield ones, and I haven't seen the standalone.
Oh shit, Miles Morales! Totally forgot about him. Yeah. Oh shit! All right, and to end off this last pick, Noslin, what is it, buddy?
Well, my last pick. Well, I'm going back. This I don't know if you I don't know if you'll know it. Coastal, maybe. I don't know if he would know about this, but this was a little superhero back. Watch him on early morning cartoons.
Oh my god!
Before going to school.
If you go with this guy, I'm gonna lose. If you go with who I think you're going with, I'm gonna lose my mind.
Little boy. Little Boy was created.
Is this Astro Boy?
It is.
That is not who I thought you were going to go with.
Oh, that's funny. It's either Mega Man or Astro Boy.
It was Astro Boy.
Good call. I thought you were going to go with Rocket Robin Hood, and I was going to lose my goddamn mind.
Oh, man, that's right. I forgot about that.
Oh, that was a very good last pick. All right. Just for fun, let's just go across the board here. What would be your next pick if you had to pick an 11? Coastal, what about you? What would
I-
be your 11th pick? Like, if
So
you
I-
got to pick like a backup to your backup.
I had a couple of guys on the board, so I mean, definitely the one.
Yeah,
guy,
list them off. List them off.
The one guy who I definitely would be on this roster, probably over Spider-Man, is if I got Batman, would be Nightwing. Nightwing's
Okay.
actually probably one of, if not my favorite, comic book character.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like the idea of, and he's a genuine handcuff, right? He's definitely
100%.
and a guy who's
100%.
okay with being a support character. So I
Yeah.
mean, he was on my board. I had Leonardo was on my board.
Yeah.
Preacher,
Preacher, very good.
Jesse
yes.
Custer was on my board.
Yes.
So and Constantine was on my board. So
Yeah,
I had a
same as
couple of
mine.
those guys. Those guys were on my board. What about
Okay.
yourself?
Nazin, what about you, bud?
Well, I had Matt Murdock was one.
Okay.
He was going to be one there. Also, I had Forge. I was thinking of Forge. I don't
Nice.
know if you remember Forge.
Mm-hmm.
Who else did I have on there? I don't know. I think those two for sure were my next go-tos. Was Forge and Matt Murdock.
Okay.
The
Okay.
rest, there was going to be just one of those toss-up kind of deal. But those two for sure were my next ones.
For me, I was dead set on drafting this guy. Dead set, because in my opinion, he is one of the greatest Justice League members of all time, if not the greatest Green Lantern of all time, Mr. Hal Jordan.
Okay.
I was gonna pick him, but I was like, no, I need something that's out of the box. I need something that none of the characters would have ever seen before. That's why I chose Naruto and Aang, right? So it was either going to be Hal Jordan was on my list, Storm was on my
Yes.
list.
Yep.
I don't know if you guys know who the Spectre is,
Yep.
but
I know.
he was on my list. He's very powerful. I had Baymax. Baymax was on my list too. I was like,
That's a solid one.
honestly, for someone who is a support character, but also is like, it can learn any situation.
I
You
was
just
talk-
upload the program. That's it.
That's an off the board pick, but I would have
Right.
loved seeing that. Yeah.
Baymax would have been great. I had Dr. Fate, right? Just in case if Doctor Strange was not there. I had Dr. Fate, essentially, handcuff, right?
Yep.
I have Deku from My Hero Academia on there as well. Deku is on there. Hancock, Mr. Will Smith himself.
Oh, yeah.
Hancock.
I had him on my draft board.
Really?
Yeah. I don't know if I was going to ever take him, but he was on my draft board.
Yeah. So I had him. I had Shazam as well on my board. Rocket Raccoon. John Constantine. So, yeah, like I said earlier, Leonardo and Neo from The Matrix.
Ooh,
Neo from
that's
The
right.
Yeah,
Matrix.
that would have been a controversial pick.
Yeah, I
That
know.
would have been a controversial pick.
That's why I didn't really draft him. He would have been a good overall pick, though. Like I have to admit, for
Yeah.
me, it would have been the value. 100% would have been the
And
value.
It's just the does he qualify as a
Yeah.
superhero?
Right.
Which would have been a great conversation.
But
to have.
at that point, that's just all opinionated, and that'd be a great conversation to have one day. But I think how I ended off my list was strong. I think I started on a strong note, and I ended on a strong note as well. So I think I'm very impressed with my team. Coastal, how do you look at your team so far?
Well, like I said, I had to pivot away from my first choice, but I mean that's what the draft is all about, right? Is having to make moves and having to respond to other people and the picks that they take. Like, I'm very happy with my team. I think it's got everything you need. Like I said, as the GM, you got to take the right pick, not the pick that goes to your heart.
Mhm.
I really like. I just think that if you were to see this team in a movie, I think it would be really interesting to see the dynamic between Rorschach and Superman. That's that's the ultimate Boy Scout versus the guy who's going to question everything you do.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Nelson, what about you, man? How do you think your team ended up coming out?
You know what? I didn't. I don't think I deviated too much from my strategy. Again, I went with a lot of select on this team, mixed strength. I did get a couple of people that can, scour the galaxies in Carol Danvers, and also I guess in Doctor Strange as well. I did get my homework pick in Wolverine, so I got him in the later rounds. But I think overall, I'm satisfied with my team.
That's very good. And I think with my team, I am very satisfied with my team as well. I think my team can cover all the bases. Looking at my team now, I do understand that I picked a lot of god picks, I guess, how people would see them. Like Goku's seen as a god, Dr. Manhattan seen as a god, Phoenix, even Scarlet Witch is seen as very powerful characters, right? Naruto and Aang essentially are gods in their thing too. So I didn't want to pick god picks, but like with how the team was working out, I needed some guys on the ground, which is why I had Deadpool, Spawn, Naruto, and Aang in there, right? I have a lot of air support as well, which is very good. My brains are there, strength is there, so I think my team covers all the bases. One question I want to ask both y'all is I want you to be 100% honest. Out of all three teams, wait, hold up. I'm gonna share a different screen for you so you see this. Noslin here. Give me 1 second.
Sure.
It's this one. Sure. There you go. So now you see that list up at the bottom here. Be perfectly honest, boys. From what you see, who do you think would win if these three teams, let's say you didn't pick your own team. You just saw it on a piece of paper. All three teams are going head to head to each other. Okay? Who would you think would win and why? Okay, Coastal, let's start off with you.
Well, my team. No, I'm just kidding. Taking that out of the equation.
Yeah, taking out the team that you picked, just being brutally honest.
So, I think that in terms of sheer brute strength, just because we got Dr. Manhattan and Superman at the top of the order with those two teams, they might have the advantage there. The one thing is, I am not really all that familiar with Naruto and Aang and Goku, so I can't really factor them in. The one thing I will say is that top to bottom, I mean, in terms of just sheer brute strength, the Nelson's team might not punch there, especially at the top of the order. But I mean, top to bottom, it might be the strongest team, I think, and it's got the franchise guy. It's got the guy who, like you said, I mean, he took him with the first overall pick. I was mad that I didn't have him, and you had said if you had the first overall pick, you would have taken Batman. Yeah. So to rank the team that has Batman, to say that the top of their order is third would be a bit of a lie.
Yeah.
So I think I would go with that team. I think the Batman team is the second best team.
Yeah. And who was your first?
Oh, my team.
Yeah.
No, but realistically, no. I think that's a solid team there from top to bottom. Maybe Mr. Fantastic might have been still available in the later rounds. That might have been the only thing. But snuck in and got Wolverine, which is a great pick. That's a great value pick.
Very good pick.
Late.
I think having Captain Marvel and Doctor Strange as well.
I think that's a
quality
solid
picks.
And he took them back to back, did he?
Yep.
Not? Yeah.
Yep. So I think those are very good as well. Nalson, what about you, buddy? What is your opinion? Being brutally honest, judging it by how it looks, what do you think?
Well, having Professor X is a game changer right there. Because like I said, he's a telepath, so he can control pretty much almost anything. So having Professor X there, but Dr. Manhattan and having Jean Grey to the Dark Phoenix Jean Grey, you can sort of cancel out Jean Grey and Professor X there. Again, I don't know much about Aang, but I know power-wise, Naruto's strong, Goku as well, Dr. Manhattan, they're strong. Scarlet Witch, she's a very powerful witch, so she has the spells. With Coastals, there's power right there with, you have Superman to anchor that. And, you also have Thor, who's a god, Wonder Woman, who's very powerful. You have Spider-Man, who's really in the power, I guess, department, a sleeper, because you don't expect, Spider-Man to sort of be powerful, but he is. I don't know much about Shuri. I do like Rorschach and Shang-Chi, of course. We got Shang-Chi.
I think what I will... Oh, sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I was just going to say, I think the one thing I will say is that, if Batman is Jordan, right, Iron Man's Kobe. And if you pair up Kobe with Dr. Manhattan, that's not a bad 1-2 punch, man.
That's true.
It's not a bad 1-2 punch.
That's
Like,
true. Essentially, it's Kobe and Shaq.
Yeah.
Essentially, it's just Kobe and Shaq.
Yeah, if you took Shaq in the first round and Jordan wasn't available to you and you settled for Kobe, that's not a bad.
That's not a bad pick.
No, that's not bad to settle there.
Now, how I look at it is the anchors for each team, in my opinion, I think each team has two anchors, two main anchors. For Noslin's, in my opinion, it would be Batman because he would be the strategist. He has the answer for everything. Okay, he knows how to beat everybody. He has a backup plan to his backup plans. Right? It's not going to take him long to find out who that person is, what his opponent's weaknesses are, and he's going to exploit them. Okay? Mr. Fantastic can make those things happen. He can make the technology, right? Batman doesn't make his technology. Let's be honest here. He doesn't make his technology. He has people make it for him, right? Mm-hmm. But he's an expert at using technology. Mr. Fantastic, on the other hand, he's perfect at making the technology that Batman essentially makes the blueprints for. Right? So essentially, in my opinion, that is a 1-2 combo right there. 1-2 combo. And if they can't think of something, Doctor Strange is going to be there to help them out with the mystical side of things. Right? Oh, wait, what about you? Think about it this way. Don't think about it as a science. Think about it as a mystical thing as well. Now they're going to add some mysticism into that. So this huge winning when it comes to Noslin's team. When it comes to Coastal's team, yet again, the big sore thumb that you see right away is Superman. But that also could be your biggest weakness as well, if you think about it, right? Superman is a great character, but someone just has to figure out what his weakness is and just hold it up, right? And then essentially he's out. So he can be a big win and also he could be a big loss. So in my opinion, he's a swing character. It's either or. He's not really of an anchor. The anchors for me on Coastal's team would be Professor X. Okay, yep. Professor X would be a huge anchor. Okay, and Black Panther would be. Let's say Shuri. Yet again, Professor X. He can get into people's minds. He could read their thoughts. Can he control people? No, he can't. He can just read minds, right? He's a telepath. He's a telepath.
He
right?
can control people, I think, too.
Yeah, okay. But either way, he can get into people's heads. He knows what makes people tick. He knows how to break people. If he, yet again, just tells that to Shuri. She's a genius with technology. She can make anything. Rorschach is a detective. He can find some stuff out. You got your mysticism when it comes to Wonder Woman and Shang-Chi as well, right? Superman is that overall... Superman's the guy that you look at, but then the other people on your team are the ones that are going to be hitting you, and you're not going to know that. You're going to think it's Superman that hit you, but it was Black Panther or whatever. It was the rest of their team that's kicking the shit out of you. He's essentially...
The franchise.
He's the franchise. He's the one that you look at. He's the one that you get distracted by while the rest of the team goes up on you and scores, right? Now, for my team, how I see the two main anchors would be Dr. Manhattan and Iron Man. In my opinion, would be my two anchors, right? A guy who can think of anything and make it a reality, and essentially a guy who is a master of technology. And if you put in Cyborg, he is technology, right? So I think for those three guys alone, very good. Jean Grey is the essentially one-to-one of the Professor, but now with a little bit more power. Scarlet Witch has got that mysticism side, right? And then I got my brute force, right? My Deadpool, Spawn, Naruto, and Aang. So I think overall, it's very good across the board. Power-wise, this would be a very fair toss-up. There's no one winner in my eyes. I think it's a very fair toss-up because for every hero's greatest strength, there's also a very flawed weakness, right? And any character on each team can exploit that.
Yeah, there are guys on both of your teams who I would be more than happy to trade for one of mine. So,
right?
And that's basically a hallmark that just says that you guys have made good teams.
Yeah,
I've absolutely traded some of my guys for your guys. I did not get my 10 picks. Like if I was to do my draft board and put up the top 10 picks that I wanted, I didn't get them.
I didn't honestly. I did not get. I didn't get any of mine.
No. I want to do a quick thought exercise with you guys.
Yeah, what's up?
I'm going to name some of the guys who weren't on any of our boards, who didn't make any of our rosters.
Okay.
And just in a very quick, like instantly, like in the first thing you can think of, yes or no, was this guy under serious consideration for your team?
Okay, go ahead.
Okay.
Name them off.
Ready? Captain America.
No.
No. Black Widow.
No.
The Flash.
Yes.
Late round for me. Green Lantern.
He was my first pick. I'm just surprised I didn't pick him because you guys were picking good shit. I'm like, he's not going to fit well in my team. That's why I didn't pick him.
Okay, he wasn't on my board. Star-Lord.
Nope.
No. Cyclops.
Nope.
Yes.
He was on my board. I'm just trying to go through here. Silver Surfer.
Nope.
Yes.
Yeah, he was on my list, but I didn't have him as a serious consideration.
Okay.
Falcon.
No.
Nope.
Black Adam.
No. For me, just because is he that in between hero?
I would say,
and-
yeah, like I would
Okay.
say no because he's essentially a bad guy.
Okay, you
He's-
don't know if he qualifies as a
Yeah,
hero.
that's why I did. That's why I deleted him off my list because he's essentially he's a bad. He's like Namor, right? In DC, in Marvel, right? He's the Aquaman version in Marvel. He's a bad guy, but also a good guy. So that's why I didn't put Black Adam on mine. So
Okay, fair enough. How about for you in terms of tanks, Colossus?
in my eyes, I think Colossus would have been a very bad tank. The main reason why is one, he's only floor superiority.
Okay.
That's it.
Yeah.
Okay. Also, he can get overpowered.
Okay.
Someone can overpower him. When it comes to your guys' tanks, Noslin's got Hulk. The madder he gets, the stronger. Captain Marvel. The more power she absorbs, the stronger she gets. Coastal Superman. The more radiation from the sun he gets, the stronger he is. Black Panther. The more kinetic energy he absorbs, the more he can dish out from his suit. Even Thor. He's a god. He can dish it all out. He can take the hits. Dr. Manhattan. He could essentially erase you with his mind. He can become big. He can nullify all the energy.
Fair enough.
Iron Man can make the suit. So it's like,
For a guy who's just going to be brute force.
yeah, essentially he's just a guy made out of metal. He's just strong. That's it. There's nothing else about him. All the other tanks, they're strong, but there's also like 15 other reasons why.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, Colossus is sort of a JV guy, I think.
Oh, 100%, 100%. That's why I didn't really consider him. I thought of him, but he's like the bottom of a barrel when it comes to tanks. So, yeah.
I want to ask you guys this maybe real quickly because I'm of the same way, but why wasn't Captain America on either of your boards?
Noslin, you go first.
To me, there was nothing really like. There's nothing really. If you want to say special, like he's just strong and he can fight, and that's it. And he has a
he's
shield.
boring.
Like, there's nothing. There's nothing else that really, that really stands out with him. Like at least with Wolverine.
Yeah.
He has mutant healing. He has adamantium in his claws.
I hear you
Punisher
guys.
fight, and he has just like his artillery, right?
Right. Yeah, I mean, that was basically the same thing with me, too. I mean, there's nothing essentially wrong with him, but there's nothing that stands out. Pretty vanilla guy, kind of boring.
The second you have your leader spot filled in, you don't really need Captain America.
Yeah, that's a good
Let's
point.
be honest here.
Yeah,
The second you have your leader, there's no point. There's
Yeah.
no point for Captain America.
Yeah, that's fair.
Any other on your list?
Just trying to see here now. No, I think that's it. Do you guys have anybody who you were wondering about who might have been closest on your board that didn't get taken, or anybody who was a surprise?
Let's see here. What about Venom?
I didn't have him because I wasn't sure. The Black Adam.
Oh, he's
issue
fair
is-
enough. Okay,
is-
fair.
Is he a villain?
100% fair. I'm surprised we had this talk. No one chose anyone from the Power Rangers.
Yeah, because we did talk about that. You know what it was for
Yeah,
me?
we-
Why I didn't take any of the Power Rangers is because you need all 5.
Yeah.
True.
That's the real.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Master of Voltron over there knows you can't.
Yeah.
You can't.
You need them all.
You need all 5. So that's why I didn't. I mean, the Green Ranger was on my long list, but I mean, I would have taken Leonardo before him. I mean, if you're
Fair.
because if
Yeah.
you're gonna throw,
I actually would have picked Donatello before
You know-
Leo, just because the smarts.
That's the thing, right? And that was the problem is that with the Ninja Turtles, there were 3. Well, not. I mean, Michelangelo's kind of useless. But the other 2 guys, Raphael and Donatello, they filled roles on my team better than Leonardo did. But they're not my favorite guys, so that's why they
Yeah.
fell off the list.
That's totally fair.
Yeah, there's still an element of sort of personalization with this team. So
Let's see here. Who else? Vision. Why didn't anyone pick Vision?
well, let's ask the guy who took Wanda.
Well, I'm gonna be honest with you.
That's you first, man.
How I see Vision, he's kind of like a one-trick pony.
Yeah.
In my eyes, he's kind of like a one-trick pony. Once you know what he can do, like it's not really impressive compared to everyone else. I think Martian Manhunter does a better job at being a Vision than Vision does. Yes, they can both be invisible. Yes, but Martian Manhunter can also disguise himself as anybody
Yeah.
on a cellular level.
Yeah.
Right? Vision, he just shoots lasers from his eyes. He's super strong. He's made out of vibranium. And he can go invisible. That's it.
I think Vision suffers from the same problem that Captain America does. Is that there are better people for the role that he fills, and once you have that role filled, there's no spot for him.
And essentially, he is just a he's an item that directors use to progress the story.
Yeah.
I forget what the actual term is, but
MacGuffin?
yeah, he's a MacGuffin.
Yeah.
Essentially, he really is a MacGuffin.
Yeah.
For all the movies he's been in, he's a MacGuffin.
Yeah.
Age of Ultron, MacGuffin. Infinity War, MacGuffin. Right. What else here? Why didn't anyone of you guys pick Storm? Storm or Iceman or the Beast or any of those
Storm would have
guys?
been. Well, Beast was actually. It was either going to be him or Hank Pym, but I figure with Pym, he does have the other element with him with his suit, right? So,
Okay.
and he did go to that. What is it? The quantum zone or whatever it's called.
Quantum Realm.
Yeah, quantum realm.
Yep.
So,
Okay.
but yeah, no. It was between him and Hank Pym, so I took Pym
Yeah.
instead.
What about you, Costa? I'm
I'm actually surprised at how few of the X-Men were taken. That we only had 3 of them taken. Right. I thought with from what we've talked about previously, I know all 3 of us are really big X-Men fans. So I'm surprised that only the 3 got taken. For myself, Storm was on a long list. I don't know if she was ever in serious consideration, and
Yeah.
she was off the board once I got Wonder Woman.
Okay, fair.
Yeah. So there wasn't a whole lot there. And then, like I said, Beast. I would have needed the intellect, and when I was able to snag Professor X with a second pick, again, his role was sort of filled already. And then the rest of them, Iceman, Nightcrawler, they're just at that point. It's the reason why I think the reason why Spider-Man was taken in the 10th round is going to be the same reason for them. They're not their fully realized self yet, right? They're still trying to figure out who they are, and when you're trying to build a team that's a win now team, you're not looking for those future guys, right? You're looking for someone who already knows who they are. You're looking for the Batman, the Superman, the
Yes.
Iron Man. So I think that was part of the issue with the X-Men. So
Okay.
And
Well,
I think too with the X-Men, I think the ones that were picked were 2 of the most powerful and a fan favorite. I think.
Yeah.
When you look at them.
Yeah.
all right. Well, boys, any closing thoughts for the 2021 superhero draft? Coastal, any final thoughts?
this was awesome. I'm really happy that you said 2021. I think what would be great is if we did this again and we decide either A, we build on our team, like maybe we cut a couple of guys and then have to rebuild,
Okay.
and we keep some guys, or we see how we want to do this,
Okay.
right? And I think this is going to be a great format. I had a lot of fun picking this team. I would like to know which one of you guys think you has the second best team, because Because the trophy's coming home with the best Coast Avengers.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Dawson, what about you, buddy? Any final thoughts?
Like Cole said, I'm happy that we did this. This was really fun. It was fun to sort of nerd out and talk about comic book characters, superheroes. I know if we're gonna post this up, everyone knows Noslin 69ers. That's the team to vote for. It's got Batman. That's all you got to say.
Overall, I think we all picked very good teams. I'm surprised that I didn't pick the person I wanted to be on my team at all, which was Hal Jordan. But I think we all ended off with a team that we would all be proud of at the end of the day. I think no matter what, if there was a cinematic franchise with each of our teams in it, I think it'd be a great franchise.
Billions and billions of dollars in revenue, man. That's raking it in.
100%. I'm just surprised that you guys didn't pick more non-DC, non-Marvel characters. I have 1, 2, 3. I have 4. I'm surprised you guys didn't pick more.
My personal rule when I was building this team was I said to myself, no more than 5 or 6 JLA Avengers X-Men.
Okay.
So that was sort of my personal rule. And if it got me off DC Marvel, great. If not, I did want to find some people in there. That's why I sort of focused a lot on. That's why I have 2 Black Panther characters. That's why I went with Shang-Chi. I wanted to make sure I got away from sort of the big 3, if you will. So
that's totally fair.
Oh, that's good.
Anyways, thank you guys for listening on today's episode of the Unhinged Vibes Podcast. Coastal, where can people find you?
You can find me at Coast Dynasty on Instagram. That is COASTDY Nasty. And you can also find me at powerhouse.ph/Coast Dynasty. I will post these rosters on there as well. So looking forward to hearing some of your feedback.
Noslin, where can people find you?
You can find me on Instagram at Noslin69ers. Yes, that's Noslin69ERS. Again, yeah, I'll as Coastal, I will be posting these as well, so you can actually see, the winning team on Instagram.
And you can find me on Instagram at Caramel Thunder, Caramel with 2 L's. You can find all of us on our Instagram page at Unhinged Vibes. And our website is in our description below. If you have any interesting topics that you want us to cover, you let us know. Other than that, folks, I hope you enjoyed today's episode of the 2021 Superhero Draft. Maybe next time we might do supervillains. Who knows? Anyways, folks, thank you for listening. See you later.